But you're going to find consistency using silver bullet because it's time-based, and it's always going to form. Every single day, it's there. The problem is you want it to form on your favorite time frame. You want it to fit your already established expectation or preconceived notions about what price should do. And you're not following the rules. So yes, you're doing shit wrong. And you're not getting the results, and that's expected, right? If I give you a recipe and say, this is the ingredients, this is the order you do it, and this is what you should expect as a result, and you substitute something, okay? You leave a key ingredient out and replace it with what you think is better suited for that. You're not going to get the same result. And don't complain that you didn't get the result that was promoted by me that you should be getting if you're doing something outside the scope of the instructions and parameters I've given. If you come to me as an educator, as a mentor, you're trusting me enough to give me your attention initially. So why don't you fucking follow the rules that I've placed in front of you? You're failing. You are failing, not me. You are. So you have to change that shit. It's always going to be you. When I mess up and when I fail, nobody's fault but mine. That's accountability. You have to be accountable to yourself. And some people just don't want to be accountable. They want to have the luxury of being able to blame somebody else because they fucked up. They didn't do something right. And in this industry, guess what, Jack? You don't get that luxury. It's always you. Because I don't run a fucking signal service. If you make money, congratulations. You did it right. Well done. I am proud of you. If you lose money, eat that shit because you did it on your own. What do you mean, eat that shit? Learn from it. It's hard medicine. It's a bitter pill. Swallow it. It's going to make you better. It will make you better. It's going to make you the trader you want to be. You think that it's always going to be the sugar highs that make you the best trader that you're ever going to be. Give me the stuff that works, ICT. Fuck all the bullshit. You're going to learn from all the cuts, the abrasions, the bruises, the losses. That's what I learned from. And you're going to learn from it too. But you have to allow that to happen. You can't tiptoe around thinking, I'm going to avoid losing trades. You're not. Because the more you try to do that, it's going to land right in your lap. But every single time I blew out an account, it was on the heels of a good run. And I wanted to feel good again because it was wearing off too fast. The same fucking hour, walking around like, oh man, shit. I made more money than I make a whole month. A whole month of work in this bullshit job. I made more money than that in this one fucking trade. Man, like if I just did that once a month, I don't need to have a job. Yeah, it's great. It's wearing off. I gotta do it again. And you think that you can just go into the market and find something like that again. Forgetting the fact that it just took you 2.5, 3 weeks for that price run to continue, to complete and go to its target. You get tore up by the chemical imbalances in your brain when you win. And you don't even know what that feels like yet because you haven't done it yet. You haven't won. You haven't found consistency. And when that achievement is reached, you have a whole new level of learning to go through. It's something, folks. It's a learning process.
Alrighty, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Friday from the North Pole. Just kidding, it's just the same temperature as the North Pole, but close enough. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Hope you guys are doing well. Say what's up in the chat. Hit the like button if you would not mind. It would be much appreciated. Appreciate you, boys and girls. Good morning, Nika. Good morning, Dario, Young Gunna. Good morning, Wolf Dubai, Powell Official YouTube. Good morning, Powell. Please do not use me as your exit liquidity. Thank you. Good morning, Ivan. Good morning, Big Head Reef. Good morning, Mackie, Blue 60. Eric, good morning. Melda, good morning. Marbra, Vincent. Gecko, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Come on in, boys. The water's fine. Kick your shoes off. Get comfortable. Grab your coffees. or your beverage of choice, I suppose, and make yourselves a home. Make yourselves a home. Let's go ahead and jump into the charts. We got market open in like right now, basically, like 5 seconds. So jumping into the charts here, I guess first and foremost, as always, economic calendar data. We got PMI red folder news at 9:45. So obviously we'll wait on that as we're waiting for the first 15 minutes of market open to kind of play out anyway. But yeah, PMI 15 minutes here into the open. We have consumer sentiment at 10 a.m. So we do have some more news on the docket for the day. Looking here at the 4-hour chart, Jorge Boom, welcome. Looking at the 4-hour chart, look at this disgusting 4-hour barcode range that we were in basically, yeah, all day yesterday. Look at this shite. Look at this shite, chat. Oh my gosh. What a crazy inside day yesterday ended up being, for the most part. Will we get the same today? I don't think so. I hope not. But this is where we're at. So looking at the daily chart, let me just go ahead and mark out. Oddly enough, I already have this marked out. Previous day high. And previous day low. Currently inside of yesterday's daily range. We do have this new day opening gap or volume imbalance here on the daily that I was kind of expecting price to maybe draw into if we were going to seek higher prices first. Otherwise, it's really going to be a lot of just wait and see, I would say, today, just because, I mean, I don't know how you look necessarily at this 4-hour chart and have a strong bias one way or the other. We really, truly are just kind of like in the middle of an accumulation range. So I wouldn't say that I hold a strong bias necessarily. And I truthfully could make an argument right now for either this low end of the range and take out sell side. Would not be surprised to see us take buy side either. So I'm pretty neutral as of this very moment. Let me mark out PDH on ES as well. And that's just where we're at, boys and girls. Hopefully we don't get an inside day today. I don't think we should, given the fact that we've got, red folder news. So we'll see what happens. But that is the skinny for now, boys and girls. You guys can let me know if you see something different. If you feel otherwise, let me know what you guys are thinking. This is one last look at the daily. Let's look at the weekly real quick. Yeah, look, dude, look at this weekly chart, bro. Oh my God. Someone's behind the scenes. Someone's behind the scenes at the Fed, at the White House somewhere. Someone somewhere is just like, oh yeah, we're just fucking these guys. We're just gonna get them all, dude. We're just gonna get everybody here. Come on, baby. Welcome to 2026, chat. This is initiation. If you're brand new to trading in 2026, just know this is what we would call initiation. All right, just so you know. Just so you know, this right here, this, whether you're looking at the weekly, whether you're looking at the daily, whether you're looking at the 4-hour, this, my friend, is initiation into the world in which we call day trading. And welcome. We'll see if it gets better. We'll see if it gets better. If not, we'll try again in 2027. That's all we can do. It's all we can do. So that's the plan, boys. All right, jumping down here. Let's scale in. 15 minutes. I'm scaling in as if like anything on the 15-minute or the lower time frames is gonna make this range-bound price action any more clear. It won't, but let me just check these overnight sessions. Yeah, I mean, holy shit, buddy. Nice. All right. Yeah, we're just chilling, so that sounds good too. Take that off. So we'll wait. Obviously, kind of waiting on the news anyway, but also waiting on price action here. I just don't think it's wise to probably predict higher or lower here. More so just wait for manipulation of one side of the range or the other, and then target the opposing side. So that'll be the game plan, I'm thinking, boys. Let me check the poll in the chat. Oh, 94 votes so far. We got a lot of you guys are withholding the votes. You're withholding the votes. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. What you're doing is you're waiting to see what price does, and then you're gonna vote in the direction of which price moves. And I gotta tell you, don't be a party pooper. Don't be a party pooper. Don't be a party pooper. Hedge your bets beforehand, and live and die with the consequences. All right, let's be a man. Be a man about this. But we got 50% of the chat is bullish right now. We got 33% of the chat is bearish, 17% range bound chop. All right. So chat's feeling bullish still today for the daily. And yeah, we're gonna have to see what we get here, boys. Definitely be safe. I'm gonna be patient for now. I'm gonna be patient. Nothing to do at the moment. So. Yeah, we should do a 2-hour duck race, bro. Maybe that's what we'll have to do. We will do a giveaway here to end off the week. Let me know how your guys' week has gone. It has been a messy week. I did if you guys watched I don't know if I posted that video on Sunday or was that Monday. Obviously it was a bank holiday on Monday. Bank holiday on Monday with MLK Day, so that was a half day. And then obviously it was World Economic Forum meetings all week. And in the video that I posted, I think it was on Monday, I was saying that I felt like this week was going to be sloppy, which I guess that came true. But yeah, man, it's been an interesting week. Whether it's sitting in trades for 2 hours, what was that? Not yesterday, Wednesday, when we had Trump speaking at the World Economic Forum, and we had tariffs incoming, and then JK LOL, no more tariffs, and then we saw like 500-point swings in the Nasdaq, all intraday, both directions. So yeah, it's been a interesting week for sure. But always opportunity nonetheless, I suppose. What's up, Jamie? Good to see you. Nice. Wolf Dubai. Congrats. Do I think it'll get better? Yeah, I mean, it won't stay range bound forever. It won't be like this. But really, I think one of the big anticipations of January's incoming next week. On Wednesday, we have the Fed rate decision on Wednesday, and as of right now, it's forecasted to be unchanged. But we'll see, man. I think potentially we could see cuts. If we see rates stay unchanged, we'll see if that's bad for the market in any way. But it's just going to be kind of a wait and see. But I do think there is some anticipation around that. And obviously, it's just the first month of the year so far. So I wouldn't say nobody that I know that has traded for a long time has ever said that January is like their favorite time of the year to trade. It's kind of like a little bit of an extension of the holidays with a little bit more volatility. What's up? Oh, sorry, I missed it. T21 Trading, was that the name? Welcome to the Inner Circle, man. Welcome. Let me get you real quick.
Nice.
Yeah, there it is. Come on. Yeah. Nice. Welcome, man. Got clapped this week. Yeah, man, it's been another one of those weeks, dude, where it's just like AM's been doing me dirty. Try to make it back in the PM. Yesterday was just nothing happening. I mean, we never ended up even taking the target. If for those of you guys that were looking for buy side, we never even ended up taking out that target on NQ. We did take it out on ES. And then price just stayed in the range, retraced all the way back down. But yeah, this was like literally all of yesterday. Big sell off at the open, retraced all the way back up. ES took this high, and then we came back into the range, and then we've basically been here ever since. We're at the same price levels as yesterday morning. And now we wait. And you wait. And whoever speaks first loses. He's got to talk to his wife, the fucking tooth fairy. Bottom line is, he don't trust you. And why should he? I mean, look at you, a bunch of sleazy fucking salesmen. So, what do you say? John, you mean to tell me if I put you into Kodak, At $1.50. I took you out at $1.89. You wouldn't be telling me, Chester, pick me up a few thousand shares of Kodak right now, would you? Clash, should we just forget the assignment and have a movie day? Should we just do that? Should we just have, just like treat it like treat it like the snow day that it is? Because boys, right now it is negative 22 degrees in my neck of the woods. Negative 22. Where is everybody located right now? I mean, I know we got people like not even in the United States. I don't know if they're being affected by this quote unquote polar vortex. Or not. But let me know where's everybody at right now? What's the temps? Because everybody I think is getting a little chilled, if you will. I think everybody's getting a little chilled right about now. Made it all week without a toaster bath, boys. Let's go. See, that's sometimes you just gotta look at that toaster and say, not today. Not today. Keep it moving. Dumb Vinci says something for you to ponder on. Why is the Roman town of what is that? ACCI? Why is the Roman town of ACCI established in 47 AD? I have no idea, Dumb Vinci. Please enlighten me, I guess. Are you even stepping outside? Unfortunately, yeah, I will be at least a few times, yeah. We'll layer up. We'll layer up, boys. Shrinkage. Hashtag shrinkage. India, Italy, in the desert, Toronto, Florida, sunny and 75. Jamie, you sick son of a... Jamie, and you're a Patriots fan? Is that right? Patriots fan living in Florida? How'd you do that? Minus 15 degrees here in Warsaw, Poland. Indonesia, minus 15 Celsius 2 weeks ago. Brazil, 25 degrees Celsius. That sounds warm. I'm not sure of the conversion, though. Amsterdam, 7. North Carolina, 20 to 30. London, 47 degrees, actually. Jeez. Ice is coming to North Texas, pun intended. But Toronto, minus 23. Jeez. Yeah, we kind of got a little bit everywhere. Some people in the cold, some people in the warm. All right. Moved there long ago. What part of Florida are you in, Jamie? What if a guy was looking to move to Florida? Are you thinking Tampa or are you thinking like Fort Lauderdale / West Palm? You got east or west? Definitely not Miami, though. Definitely not Miami. Don't say Miami, because that's just like, you know what I mean? I feel like Miami's just dirty. I don't know why. It just feels dirty to me. Miami feels dirty. Would you guys say that's accurate? Every time I've ever been to Miami, that's how it's felt. You know what I need to do, boys? I just need to move down to Brickell. Move down to Brickell, get me a little high rise. Go find all the IRL streamers and just like stream bomb them, stream snipe them. Get interviewed, go viral. Say something offensive, ruin my life. What do you guys think? Tampa all day. You live in Fort Lauderdale. The Steelers? Miami sucks? Yeah, I agree. Well, I wouldn't say it sucks. It's nice to visit. It's nice to visit, but living there is a different thing, I would say. Lima, Peru. Palm Coast, 30 minutes north of Daytona. North of Daytona. How far is Daytona south of Jacksonville? I believe it is, right? I don't have a map in front of me, sorry. It is? Okay. How far south is it? Fahrenheit is such a bad way to represent temp. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. That's all we know. That's all I know, at least. About an hour. Okay. I got you. I'm getting the lay of the land a little bit. Feeling like Billy Bob Thornton and Landman. You know what I mean? All right, well, where are we at here? New 15-minute. Oh, the PMI news just came out. St. Pete's Beach. St. Pete's Beach. Why does that sound familiar? If you want a chill, low-key environment with hot moms and chilled brewskis. Yo, is St. Pete's Beach, is that by, like, Anna Maria Island? Which is obviously, like, south of Tampa. So you'd fly into Tampa, and it's, I forget how far the drive is. I want to say it's, like, 45 minutes. I had a buddy, sometimes he's on the live stream, sometimes he's not. But if he is on here, he might say something. But yeah, he got married in Anna Maria Island. I stood up in his wedding. It was a nice spot. We were there for like 6 days, 7 days, something like that, give or take. I was like, damn, this is nice. But it truthfully feels like, if you've ever been to Anna Maria Island, it feels literally like, because it kind of is. I mean, it's an island. You go across the bridge, get onto the island, and it is literally like, it just almost feels like a resort. Everybody's just whipping around in golf carts. And like that's like the whole island is just surrounded by beaches and piers, and everyone just whips golf carts around. It feels like a resort, kind of. Yeah, because you got Tampa, you got Sarasota. I'm not familiar with all the smaller town names inside of it, but western of Tampa, pretty much the beach of Tampa. I got you. Casper said 6'7" with a bunch of sevens, and then said, I'm too old for this. Listen, never let your inner child die, Casper. Age is but a number. You know what's funny is, like, the older I get, I still feel like I'm 21 years old. Like, I don't feel old. Is that weird? It's probably a good thing, right? What's up, G Portugal? I am good, man. How are you? I am good. I am well. You don't look a day under 40? Damn. Oh, no. You don't look a day under 40? Shit. I do have a couple gray hairs coming in on the sides of my noggin, boys. I've spotted a couple. That's why I gotta keep this fade high and tight, so that way the gray hairs don't show up as much. But there's a couple peeking through. I think it's because you guys are stressing me out. I never had gray hairs until I started streaming. You know? I don't know. Maybe it might be a positive correlation there. SMT divergence on my head. You will get old the day you get married, LOL. She will make you old 10 years. She will make you old 10 years front. You're saying that my wife will age me 10 years? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, but what if she's also like an introverted day trader, and she just, like, you know what I mean? peaceful. Peaceful until going on tilt. Listen, if you were married to a day trader as a trader yourself, would you set up your office if you guys like traded at the same time in kind of like similar fashion? Would you guys set up your office where you guys were trading like side by side, or would you still be like, nah, dude, like I go in your other room, I'm gonna go in here, I'm trading by myself, don't talk to me? Or would you be like side by side in analyzing together? What do you guys think? If you were married to a trader. Could you imagine those fights? Imagine those fights where like you guys have two totally completely different biases, and she's like, and you guys like share bank accounts and shit, and she's just like, no, do not go long, do not go long. Do not long that fucking inversion fair value gap, I swear, don't do it. And then you do it and hit stop loss, and then oh my gosh, and then she's just pissed at you. But babe, I use good risk management, I swear. Don't talk to me. No playtime for you. Rats. Oh, no, 100%. Definitely different rooms. By yourself 100%. Yeah, you guys are saying so side by side, one go long, one go short. Okay. Can't even fart a good one because she would be judging. I know that's probably the hardest part about streaming is just like I still have to sit here and hold my farts until after. Yeah. You guys take that for granted. I think that alone deserves a like. Hit the like button, boys. Hit the like button, prevents gas. And stop losses. Balloon trades. I'm just going to start floating up. Be pressed up against the ceiling asking somebody, hey, can you click the buy button for me? Well, boys, we're just range bound, huh? We got more news in 8 minutes. We're not moving, though. We are not moving. Should we take a peek at gold? These are the times where it's like, would it be nice to trade a different asset? Probably, because this shit just ain't moving. But I would have to spend some time. I would have to spend some fair time. I should probably go back test if I'm gonna ever start trading gold here. I should go freaking fire up like FX replay or something and just back test my little behind off. Kind of get a feel for it. But then I should just forward test this for a while. But yeah, I just don't. I don't really have. It's been so long since I've traded. I don't feel like I have a whole lot of current market experience with it. You know, I don't know if it'd be beneficial to just jump back into it. Makes me nervous. But I guess liquidity's the same either way, huh? Oops. Well, here's my analysis on gold. 970. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of that? Ooh, I don't know though. We got SMT with silver. We got SMT with silver. Silver is above that Asia high, boys. I guess I should probably just add silver to the watch list at this point. I keep checking it. I keep checking it just out of pure like enjoyment and amuse. See, it says I can trade the silver's contract, the continuous one, I think. So can I just leave this one? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. It's not like I'm going to be actively trading it, so. Is anybody in the chat trading gold right now? And is anybody else also looking to target 970s? Let me know. That's what she looks like to me. Let me check YM here. Oh, YM's going down. 4-hour FEG on YM. And previous daily low. All right, guys, news in 4. Tyler says, sweeping the internal buy side and tanking. If it hits, thank me later. If it hits stop loss, I was kidding. Oh, yeah, me too. I think I'm just going to start saying that. I think whenever I take a trade from now on, instead of saying like, oh, I'm going to take a jab here, I'm going to try that, I'm going to say, all right, guys, it's going to here, and if it hits my stop loss, I was just kidding. I think that's going to be my new catchphrase. Silver is scary to trade. Yeah, I've never traded silver ever. And I haven't traded gold. I've traded oil more recently than I've traded gold. And I haven't even looked at oil. Holy shit. Wait, I'm confused. Oh, we're pretty range bound on the daily, I guess, but I mean, oil's going up, but gas prices be coming down? Question mark? But yeah, man, I was getting notifications I mean, it's like every day now you're getting a new notification of a new all-time high on gold. Again. Probably the worst week to trade. I mean, there's going to be plenty of weeks throughout the year where it'll be less than ideal, but it was definitely not an easy week to trade for most people. Discipline was a virtue. Patience was a virtue. Risk management was a virtue. I mean, as long as you did those things, I mean, there's still opportunity, obviously. There's always opportunity. And if you obviously had a lot of discipline this week, you could have still been green. It still could have been a good week for you. But it was one of those weeks. It was a rough week in the sense of, like, if you lacked any discipline, if you lacked, you know, the ability to follow your plan and be patient, like if you had any mishaps in your self-control this week, oh boy, it could have got ugly real fast. Trust me. What do I think about TJR? I've kind of beaten this horse a couple too many times. It doesn't really matter what I think about TJR. I feel like everybody at this point has a similar feeling about TJR. I feel like for the most part, not everybody. I feel like the majority of traders, and this maybe is not true. Maybe it's just because of what I've seen on social media, but to me, it seems like everybody likes him as a person because he's funny, makes you laugh, things like that. Good marketer, etc. Young kid with a lot of money. Obviously, that's what everybody kind of wants. So it's like people naturally gravitate their attention toward it. So I think everybody watches for that reason. But I don't know. I don't think a lot of people really truthfully believe that he's... I think we know enough about the trading space by now that, the red flags are kind of all over the place. They're screaming. I mean, from the background story to the CFD offshore brokerage, and we all know the manipulation that goes on with those. And like, that's where he claims to make all of his money from and have, a huge trading account inside of an offshore foreign exchange brokerage, which is just, it's just anybody with a brainstem. The writing's kind of on the wall with that, but people like him. That's really all I can say. What's up, T-Money? But it just doesn't do us any good to... It is what it is. I thought gold was bad. Silver crushed me. Yeah, dude, a lot of people have been trading the metals I've been seeing. Which is great. Gold's been moving. New all-time highs, so is silver. Silver just like fucking... I feel like silver came out of nowhere. Like, nobody was talking about silver, and then all of a sudden, like, everybody's talking about silver one day. Like, nobody was talking about silver, and then all of a sudden one day, I don't know if it was after silver starts hitting all-time highs or whatever. I don't know, but like all of a sudden everybody's talking about silver. Look at this chart, though. Holy fuck. This is the weekly chart. Holy shit. Pro. From just this year, it's already up 38%. Oh my God. And in 2025, it peaked at 181%, closed at 146%. Damn. God, I just don't feel good about that. As somebody that holds crypto, that just fucking scares me. Because these metals are safe havens, boys. Like, when the markets... When people are feeling uncertain, the money flows from high risk on markets like stocks, indices, crypto, etc., into safe haven assets, gold, silver. People will, take their money out of risk on markets, and it's just, I don't know, it's interesting. I saw a headline as well. Was that earlier this week? I saw that the Fed was going to inject like $55 billion or something into the stock market next week, Tuesday or something. I don't know, something like that. I don't know if the headline was true or not, but we'll just kind of see what happens. But it is a little worrisome. I'm not gonna lie. Just the thought process of like gold and silver are just going parabolic. And what does that mean for everything else? Guess we'll see. I saw another video actually the other day. It was this guy was looking at the SPX in gold chart, like the SPX gold pair, and he was showing a certain level that had not been broken since like 2008. And then the time before that was like sometime in the 70s, and then the time before that was the Great Depression. But every time we've broken this level on SPX gold, a recession has followed, and we're breaking it apparently right now. We'll have to go. Maybe we'll pull up the SPX gold chart here. We're finally getting some movement on the NASDAQ. Tyler Jacobs in the chat did say sweep the internal high and then tank. And he said if it goes higher, though, he said JK. So I think a JK might be incoming as we seem to be potentially going towards this previous day high. There's no... There is a little SMT here at the low, even with ES and with YM. If you guys remember, YM was hitting that previous day low and 4-hour FEG. But previous day high 739. Here on Nazi. Oh, man. That's what it is. You trade 1 mini on that shit. It's DGen's paradise. Oh, you talk about silver? Yeah, what even is, like, let me just check silver real quick. I don't even know what the contract... First of all, what the fuck is this? That's terrible. What is, like, if I did... I don't even know how to... What is, like, let's just say I did, like, 30 ticks. 30 ticks on 1. 750. Damn. I'm assuming the average stop loss is not 30 ticks either. I'm assuming it's like, well, I'm just going off of, like, you know, picturing an order block or a fair value gap and then putting your stop loss at the swing low. Yeah, that could add up fast. That could add up real quick, huh? DGen's paradise, Tyler? That kind of sounds... I mean, I don't mind the sounds of that, though. DGen's paradise. What else is at this paradise, Tyler? What else happens to maybe reside at the paradise for DGens? I just realized, like, we had a fair amount of Tylers in the chat. Robert Kiyosaki was shouting since 2021, buy silver, buy Bitcoin. Didn't Robert Kiyosaki just sell some Bitcoin to buy laundromats or something? I saw him and Grant Cardone going back and forth on X the other day about that. Looks like NASDAQ in 23 and 24. Do I know Charmaine trades? I've seen his name on Twitter, I think. Is that a private group guy? But I mean, I've heard of him, I guess, yeah. Fills are so bad, bro. Spreads, it's evil. Are you talking silver? You're talking the paradise. Lots of dry hand jobs. Oh, dude. Rub and tugs as far as the eye can see. See, well, I mean, whatever. I mean, I'll bring lotion, you know what I mean? Like, solutions, right? We got to focus on solutions, Tyler. We got to, listen, nothing's perfect. Nothing's perfect until we get to heaven. But hey, we just got to have a solution for every problem, you know what I mean? Positivity. Oh, that fucking guy is an idiot. Wait, which guy, Tyler? TG, which guy? I feel like we've referred to a couple people now. Which guy's the idiot? Charmaine or Robert Kiyosaki? Or Grant Cardone? I guess it could be any of the three. Robert Kiyosaki? Robert Kawasaki? Yeah, I'm more of a fan of Robert Yamaha. Listen, Tyler, you didn't like Rich Dad, Poor Dad? Cash Flow Quadrant? You're telling me you didn't like those? Those are classics, man. I don't trade gold at the moment, Cillian. I do not. Doesn't mean that I won't forever, but at the moment I don't. Scam Dad, Poor Dad? Wait, what? What's the dislike with Robert Kiyosaki? I'm just curious. I honestly don't. I haven't really followed him ever since you know, when I first read like Rich Dad Poor Dad, and then I think he had like a really kind of like a really viral legendary interview with Trump at one point. I watched that, but this is like years ago. This is like 2016, 17. Otherwise, I haven't really followed him since. Who's the idiot old guy who streams on My Funded Futures? I have no idea. Drawing the cash flow quadrants used to be my network marketing presentation when I thought I was going to be a millionaire selling protein powder. What a retard. Oh, dude, I got that cash flow quadrant memorized like the bottom of my, you know what. Is everybody in here familiar with the cash flow quadrant? Should we do a class on the cash flow quadrant? Let me see if I can Google a picture of it. Can I copy this? Ooh, let's go. We're in business. All right, boys. If you've never heard of the cash flow quadrant, here you go. This is one of the things that Robert Kiyosaki taught. Robert Kawasaki, everybody in the chat. This is one of the things he taught. Cash flow quadrant. Also wrote the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, one of those classics. But cash flow quadrant. Basically, everybody in the world falls into one of these 4 buckets. Okay, most people are on the left-hand side. Obviously, most people are upper left in the employee quadrant. Basically, you trade time for money. All right, you trade time for money. That's what most people do. Most people in the world trade time for money. Okay, even as a self-employed person, you still have a job. You just happen to own the job. You know what I mean? But it's still a job. You're still trading time for money. You have no leverage. Let me make this a little bit bigger. You have absolutely no leverage. What is leverage? Basically, that means, can you make money while you're sleeping? Can you make money while you're not on the clock? Right? So the goal, if you want to be wealthy, is to get to a point where you can be in the B and the I categories. Being a big business owner or just a business owner in general, and you have leverage, aka employees. Employees are leverage, boys. You're getting paid off of the efforts of other people. You're getting paid off of leveraging the time of other people. That's what it is. And then obviously as an investor, you're leveraging your money for more money. But in both of these quadrants, you are not leveraging your own time necessarily for money, right? So the goal, if you want to be wealthy, like truly wealthy, time freedom, financial freedom, is to eventually get to a point where you can be in the B and the I categories and leverage your money to work for you, and to be able to leverage yourself to where you can be making money while you're not on the clock. That is the cash flow quadrant. Classic stuff, boys. Classic stuff. Don't we love it? Feels like I'm back. Feels like I'm back pitching a network marketing company again. Not as clear today, but daily volume imbalance around. Yeah, I was eyeing that daily volume imbalance as well. We kind of talked about it initially. And so far it's just an inside day. We're not really doing too much. But yes, this volume imbalance I was eyeing up. We did get this previous day low sweep on YM. And then on the 4-hour, YM did hit this gap as well. Right here, this is YM right now currently. Two Hin Edge. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. What time is it? Oh my God, it's already 10:15. Well, some of you guys might be wondering what I'm waiting for. Truthfully, I was just kind of waiting for us to sweep the range. So one side or the other, and then go from there, but my goodness. 5-minute FEG right here. 15-minute down here as well. We did inverse here on the 15. Still got a higher gap up here. 30-minute. Hourly gap still. Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, I just think there's no trade right now. Sure, you could force something and hope for the best. Previous day high would be probably my best guess if I had to. Just bought 2 accounts and caught the longs. Nice, Shav. And used code Tyler. Aw. Shav trades.
Nice.
Thank you, man. Congrats on catching the longs. Looking at the 4-hour end of the range. Wait, looking at the 4-hour end to end of the range. What do you mean? Yeah, if you were a betting man, if you were a gambling man, maybe you try this. This 1-minute inversion after this 5-minute gap. But I'm not going to be that man today. The reason for it is just because we're still in this 1-hour gap on NQ here. And this is a gap on the 30, the 15. So you could see a world where we generate more buy side and then see a deeper retracement. We have a 15-minute gap below price as well down here. Would that have already been stopped out? That literally would have already been stopped out. You can see. See? Fuck around, find out. Holy. Tanya is a bet girl. Why did she go along there? See if we can get this 15-minute. What time is it? 10:18. Is there some explanation to this move to the upside except the order block? I think we're just in a accumulation, to be honest. That's really all I would say. We did SMT the lows here with ES and YM. But yeah, I think just mostly we're range bound. Look at, like, this is the 4-hour chart right now. Look at this. I don't like trying to sound smart and logical in this is just, I mean, it's just range bound price. You know? I don't use trend line. I mean, I'll use trend lines in terms of like low resistance liquidity for like to trade into the trend line if that counts. Yeah, we did fill the new week opening gap. We did fill the new week opening gap. It makes you wonder, bro, if the objective of the week was really met when that happened, right? Because obviously yesterday it wasn't technically an inside day because we did trade above the previous day high. But I mean, it was a very range bound day, did not move too much. And then obviously Wednesday was just the main move, filling in this new week opening gap, and it's been sideways ever since. So, was the objective met after Wednesday? You could probably argue yes, because we're just not really distributing towards any other draws right now. Avoid the chop, boys. Should we do a giveaway while we wait? What do you guys think? You guys want to do a giveaway or no? Would you guys like a giveaway? TGR keeps losing? Same. Bro, it has been... I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I'm not even going to lie. I'm extremely disappointed with my performance on live streams since this fucking year has started. Like, most of my winners, probably 90% of my winning trades have come in PM session or, like, lunchtime so far this year. It is what it is. I mean, you guys have seen it all live, but I mean, shit. It's been a real... It's just like, it's humbling. It's humbling because it's just like, fuck. Dude. Like, I can only imagine, like, if somebody first got into trading and they started watching my streams, like, in 2026, and they're on my streams in the morning, and they're just like, all this fucking guy does is lose. What the fuck? That's what I would be thinking, bro. I'm dead serious. I would be like, all this fucking guy does is lose. What the fuck? And then like 2 hours later, they see me post a winning trade from lunch or PM session, and they're probably like, what the hell is going on right now? I fucking get it, dude. I get it. So it's a little humbling in that sense. I would love to take all my winning trades right on stream, but God has other plans sometimes. I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is. I just, it's the OGs, though, that keep me going, because they've seen the whole freaking year and a half of streaming where we've had the best of both worlds. We've had the highs, the lows, the win streaks, the losing streaks, the good discipline moments, the poor discipline moments. We've really seen it, covered it all here. I mean, 2 years of streaming is a pretty fair amount of time. There she blows. Robin says, it's not about humbling. This PA is just retardedly criminal. Oh. Try doing a challenge of $10 to $50. That doesn't even, Willie, that would only work on a CFD Forex brokerage. You can't even open a trade, $10. You can't even open a trade on futures with that. I think minimum, I don't even know what the actual bare minimum would be to open up one micro. Does anybody know off the top of their head, what is the bare minimum margin requirement to open up a one micro on a live account? I'm going to put it this way, though. I would say if you're in the live environment and you can't, I genuinely actually feel this way. If you can't afford to put in 5 figures plus into a live account, you can't afford to be trading a live account. That's my opinion. It's props for you, buddy. You're undercapitalized. You need to get some capital first. All-time high, what do I think? Today? No. All-time high, what do I think, like, long-term? I think, yeah, if we close above this new week opening gap, I think, why not? Why not? Perhaps next week. Perhaps rate cuts send us to the moon? Question mark. I'll announce the giveaway here shortly. Think 500 depends on the broker. Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure for like one mini, the minimum is like 2,000. 000. Again, depending on the broker, but like I said though, if you're fighting with the minimum deposits, that's not really the situation you want to be in for a live account. Silver bullet, why is just 10 to 11 a.m. Wait, what? Silver bullet, why is it just 10 to 11 a.m. when we are in 10 to 11? I mean, we focus on silver bullet is just, I'll be honest, guys. So silver bullet hour is a marketing. It's marketing. It's a name of a model. It's a name. I'm pretty sure. I mean, that's all this stuff really is. It's names for marketing purposes. It's marketing. I wouldn't put any significance on it beyond that. No, I didn't drop the giveaway link yet. No, not yet. Don't worry, we'll get there. We'll get there. What's the likes at? Hit the like button, boys. I keep forgetting to set a like goal for the live streams before we run these things. Hit the like button, boys. 70 likes. Oh yeah, well, let's pump those rookie numbers up. Let's get to 150 likes and then we'll run a giveaway. 150 likes. That's fair. That's not even half of you. 150 likes, we'll run a giveaway here. We did take previous day high now on NQ. And 1030 is incoming here in a few minutes. So it's going to be dependent on what we do now that we've traded outside this accumulation range. If we displace back down into the range, I'm open to targeting the opposing side. So that's what we're waiting to see. We are SMTing as well with ES. Obviously, ES is not anywhere near this previous day high. Never saw price going like a bullet to the draw liquidity like that shit was described. LOL. Yeah, dude. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I feel like in the last, let's say 2 to 3 months, 10 a.m. delivers a clean move far less, I feel like, than it used to. Don't get me wrong, there's still opportunity in 10 a.m. And there's still some days where it is really clean. But compared to, I feel like, again, what I used to, it's almost like 10 a.m. a lot of the times. Like what will happen lately, I feel like, you know, November, December, so far in January, pretty often is we get like a volatile run from market open. And then we see accumulation for like all of 10 a.m. 10 a.m. ends up being like a small range candle. And then we see 11 a.m., you know, continue distributing or brings that, you know, reversal. Seemingly. I don't know. Let me know if I'm thinking that wrong, but that's how it's felt. Silver Bullet was supposed to retire you in 6 months, bro. I actually did one of my more popular videos that I did at the start of my YouTube channel was back testing Silver Bullet on FX Replay. And what's funny is I had to redo it because the first time that I did it, I back tested an entire month on FX Replay for Silver Bullet, and I shit you not, it was 100% win rate. It was 100%. I actually redid it because I'm like, bro, nobody's gonna believe this shit. 100% win rate, get the fuck out of here. So I redid it, and I tried to like use a little bit more like quote unquote discretion. With back testing, like you can only use so much discretion because you're fast forwarding through candles and things like that. But I actually redid it to try to like create a loss or two. So it's like a little bit more believable. And I think it was like a 80% something win rate, high 80% or something. But that was like one of my more popular videos that I did, was like that back testing video on Silver Bullet. That shit used to, I mean, it's slapped pretty good when it first dropped. I don't know, maybe alpha decay, right? Maybe the, you know, maybe they patched it. I don't know. No, obviously not. But conditions change. That's just part of trading. Conditions fluctuate. What's your model, OTE or 2022? My I don't have like a set in stone model. And I think that's probably, we live in a world of ICT traders where I feel like everybody's just like, my model this, my model that, this model here, that model there, my model this, model my, you know what. It's just like model. Like everybody's addicted to saying the word model. Model. Anyway, I don't have like a fucking set in stone model. I just look at price, and we've covered this before. I look at price, and I'm looking at premium and discount ranges, and I am looking at power of 3. So obviously, I'm not going to be able to give you any good examples just because we're so range bound. Like, there's just not anything here that I could give you like a good example to draw from, but that's what I'm looking for. Are we in premium and discount of a higher time frame range? And based on the current day or even the current session that we're trading in, you know, what phase of the power of 3 are we in? Are we in accumulation, manipulation, distribution? And then I'm trying to identify based off that, what is the next draw on liquidity? And how I enter towards that draw, I kind of don't care. I could use an inversion. I can use the 2022 model. I can use a breaker. I mean, I could use a suspension. I could use I could use a sus block for all I care. I really couldn't care less how I enter. I'm more so worried about getting the draw correct, if that makes sense. Because if you got the draw correct, you don't really have to be perfect with your entry. Easier said than done, but you don't have to. Like, if you got the direction right, and we're obviously, if you're expecting price to be bullish and you're trading from bullish PD arrays after you've identified a manipulation, you know, I think you're going to be in good shape using good risk management, obviously. And if you're offside regardless, so it doesn't really matter what you use. But yeah, I don't subscribe to the whole, like, you know, there's only I only have this model and it's all I trade is just this model. I don't know, like this seems a little pattern trading to me. But I would say my favorite, what would be my favorite model? What would be my favorite model? My favorite model, like, I'm picturing this right now. Maybe it was on the... I was picturing this until this candle started going up. Like, this would be something, when I say favorite model, I just mean what's a model that like really jumps off the screen at me when it presents. It'd be something like this, right? Where it's like, okay, we took out previous day high. We got opposing draws lower. You know, if this were to immediately react, right, as a sweep of liquidity, and then we were to get like a quick, it doesn't really matter what the time frame is. If we were to get like a quick inversion here, you know, that would be a model that usually jumps off the chart at me. But it's really like, You know, FVGs I think are obvious to me, and obviously so are order blocks. But they usually go hand in hand. The best fair value gaps and the best order blocks. Like the best order blocks usually create a fair value gap. Some people call them institutional candles or whatever, but they usually go hand in hand. I mean, usually you have both together if it's a really high probability trade. But 2022 model is good. It's all good. It's all good. It all works. If you got direction right. CRT. Well, I mean, I feel like CRT is nothing new. CRT is kind of like Silver Bullet. It's just a marketing thing. It's what we've always been doing, man. CRT is always what we've been doing. You're just using it depends on what range you're using. A 4-hour candle, or using a daily candle, a weekly candle, an hourly candle. But that's always whenever you're talking about session highs, session lows, previous day highs and lows. I mean, it's candle range theory is what we've always done. You know, Romeo just marketed it. Marketed it. And for that reason, I guess if the simplified version of explaining that is helpful, I guess whatever. I don't really care for Romeo too much, just because I don't know, he just kind of seems like an asshole, but. That's called the MEC model. The MEC. Is it MEC or MEC? PB MEC model. See, that's what I mean marketing though. Like, it's just a model. Like, it's not anything new under the sun, boys. It's just somebody marketed it with a name. And so people then say, "Oh, that's their model." Oh, that's that's they get credit for, like, and then all of a sudden they get credit for shit like that. That's all marketing. That's what that is. Like I said, boys, if you got the draw right, if you got the draw right, timing in terms of the power of 3, how you entered is not exactly. And I think Jade Cap is a perfect example of that. Like, if you guys have ever watched Jade Cap, he put out videos about this when he went on that big, like, $2 million run with Apex. He was totally transparent in the sense of, like, yeah, my entries. He's like, my entries are not, like, super clean, perfect. They're not super precise. And if you watched his executions, they weren't really. Like, they were, like, he was just getting in after, like, you know, a previous day high, previous day low sweep and seeing some sort of, like, rejection. He would just enter. You know what I mean? He wasn't, like, waiting for, like, a certain model. He wasn't waiting for an inversion. He wasn't waiting for anything like that. And then he would just put his stop loss at that, you know, that swing higher, swing low that formed. And then let it draw, and then, like, he wouldn't even, like, let it get to his full target a lot of the times, and then it was more of, like, a time-based stop. And honestly, that kind of trading does resonate with me quite a bit. And I just feel like I get a lot of questions, you know, based on, like, trying to use discretion to help me sometimes, whether it's closing a trade early, both in drawdown or towards target, or holding it to a target. You know, there's a lot of discretion involved with that, as there was in his as well. But you can't really market that. So I think what you see a lot in the trading space is a lot of marketable models, a lot of marketable, just like things that can be taught on a chart. And it feels more cookie cutter, so those generally get more views and more traction like that. But it's just because you can't give somebody market experience, right? Like, you could be trading for 10 years and you can teach somebody, you know, technical analysis per se, but you can't really teach them. You can't give them, you know, the 9 to 10 years of experience that you have. There's only one way to get that, and that's by sitting here for years. Unfortunately. People overcomplicate trading. All you have to do is buy high. Wait. He goes, all you have to do is buy high and sell low, keep adding to losers, and pray for the best. Simple. Yash, that's it. That's the secret. You guys want to buy high, sell low. If you're in drawdown, you just keep adding to the position because eventually it's going to turn around. Eventually it's going to turn around. That's it. Would I be interested in a 1 minute inversion if we get it? Possibly. Probably a 5 minute at this point. But it's 10:40 right now, so we got time macros incoming in 9 minutes. Let's run the giveaway, shall we? What's our likes at? 108 likes. What the heck, boys? 150 likes. We're doing a giveaway. Why do you guys not want to do? You guys don't want to do a giveaway? We don't have to, I guess. I guess we don't have to. I'm asking for less than half the chat to hit the like button. Come on, boys. Come on. You got it. You can do it. We know you got it in you. People treating their like button like a bar of gold right now. Gold's hitting all-time highs. They're like, dude, if I every like I give away, it's gonna be the same as giving away a bar of gold. I can't do that. How do we want to do this giveaway is the real question. How do we want to do the giveaway? We could do the duck race. We could do the duck race. I didn't like the way we did it with the keyword last time, though, just because all that jumbled up text at the end. Let me grab a little Google form for you boys and girls quick, and we'll do I do like the duck race, but I only get 100 though. No, I take it back. We will do it this way. What kind of keyword does a guy want to use? Before we enter a keyword for the duck race. I like the duck race too. It's the most fun, but you only get 100 people, which is fine. I mean, it's still fair. Like first come, first serve. Do you guys want to do the duck race? We can, but it's just gonna be limited to 100. Let me do a poll. Let me do a poll quick. If not, we'll do something that everybody can. We can have more than 100. How do you want to do this giveaway? The duck race is fun. I do gotta say. Get the premium version? Fuck that. How much is a premium? Pay for imagine me fucking full grown man paying for duck races. The hell. I pay for a premium duck race. Oh my gosh. Maybe I am a cheap bat. Maybe I am Jewish. Oh, all right. You know what we could do? Let me add one more. Here we go. All right, boys. Let me know. Put a poll in the chat. I got a few different options for you for the giveaway here. We got duck race, 100 people max. The spinning wheel. The spinning wheel is no max. The Discord bot, probably the least exciting of the options, but everybody could be involved if they're in the Discord, obviously. And then we could pick a number between 1 and 1,000. And you guys could spam numbers. That's the thing. You can spam numbers, and the first person that guesses it wins. We could do that. Right in the YouTube live chat. Oh. Like $10 a month. Is it really? $10 a month, bro. Fuck. What do I look like? What do I look like? Patrick Wieland? What do I look like? TG Capital? No, I'm just kidding. I probably could do it. I probably could do it. Oh, $10 a month for a fucking duck race. Jeez, why are you guys so mean? Listen, how about one of you guys? Yeah, I don't see any of you guys paying for $10 a month for a duck race. No, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh yeah, easy. We're easy from your guys' shoes. You guys get the free accounts and the free duck races. Oh, I see what it is. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can even get the free likes. Son of a. What do I get? You know, this relationship is starting to feel real transactional, chat. You guys just use me, abuse me. I'm going to have to check myself into a shelter for battered women. Because you're robbing me of my masculinity, my pride. And I'm just being used. I need to figure out how they do like the marble race on like Tradeify TV. I never asked them how they did that. I'm sure they'd tell me, but I'd hate to bother somebody, be like, hey, yeah, can you tell me how to do a marble race? I've tried looking into it. I can't find it. We haven't done an entry yet. What do you guys want? So 51% of the chat wants the duck race. It's 100 people max, boys. %34 want the spinning wheel. Nobody wants the Discord bot. I agree with that one. That one's kind of like the least exciting. That one's kind of the least exciting. All right, man. Fuck it. Whatever. Hey, the people spoke. There's no point in running a poll. There's no point in running a poll if you don't listen to what the people want, right? You know, like all of us voted for the Epstein files to be released. And look what happens when you don't listen, right? People get pissed off. So we gotta run it back. All right. We'll run the duck giveaway. Give me a sec. I'm gonna make a Google form here. Macro's beginning here shortly as well. We'll do the duck race, boys. We'll do the duck race. Name, email, social security number. Well, that'd be funny. Yeah, I'm gonna name, email, bank routing number, checking account number, social security, and let's go with the security question on your bank login. Ooh. Yeah, I gotta make this required. Nah, better not. We'll do it. We'll do it quick today. Since it's limited to 100, we can't really be messing around with that. All right. All right, boys. Hang on. All right, man. First 100 folks. First 100 folks to enter the form. You only need to enter one time, boys. Only once. All right. First 100, we'll do a duck race. That's what the people wanted. The people wanted a duck race, so we're limited to 100. The form is in the chat now. The form is in the chat now. So first 100 responses. And we will we'll run the giveaway. We'll do a little ducky. We'll do a little ducky race. All right, and we'll see here now that the macro is beginning what kind of move we want to see in this new hour potentially. But man, this is looking pretty bullish after all, ain't it? Looking pretty bullish after all, ain't it? Oh wow, you guys are fast. We're already at 70 responses. What has it been, like 30 seconds? $90? $92? $93? $94? $96? Quack. $97? $99? 100, boys. All right. Let's see if I got them. Let's see if I got 100 of yous. Should be 101 lines, right? Oh, it's still going. Oh, some people are going to get cut off, unfortunately. Ay. Tell you who's not getting cut off, though. Nika and Cupboard Dweller. Bro, I fucking love that name for some reason. Cupboard, like the name Cupboard Dweller. God, why is that just so fitting? Cupboard Dweller. He dwells in the cupboard. But why not like Pantry Dweller? Fridge Dweller? All right. Why are you guys typing duck? Stop typing duck. Duck was never the keyword. Duck was never the keyword, boys. All right, let me grab the names here. Let me grab the duck race. Let me set her all up for us. Oh, what time is it right now? 10:55. Let's give this a little time too, shall we? Yeah. You think or no? Should I just set the duck race for 1 hour and just walk away from stream and just let the duck race go? We gotta go to work. Fuck. Oh my gosh. All right. You know what? You fucking guys. All right, I'm gonna subscribe to premium for the duck race. The things I do for you. The things I do for you guys. I'm sitting here swiping my credit card as a full-grown man for a duck race. Pay now. Yes, please. Ooh, I can just do my PayPal. I got some money in there, actually. Oop, shit. Nobody robbed me. Dude, this thing is just mooning. Tyler, you have to make a Kahoot? What's a Kahoot? All right, boys. I think I'm good. I think I got premium. Log in. Remember me, please. You know, let me go ahead and bookmark this. We're gonna need this. All right, where's my duck race? Are you kidding me? Timers and tools. Load a list. Load a list. What? What is this? Duck. We got other ones, bro. Dude, we got options now. Look at this. Hang on. Look, boys. We got some options now. What do we got? We got a wheel here as well. We got a clock. We got a race with humans. It looks like it's the same thing though. I don't want to offend anybody. What if you know, what if somebody's like, what if somebody's like non-binary or like not white and they're offended by being white? Look, male, female. What is this? What is this? Identify as a duck. Oh, I just need to find the duck. We'll just do the ducks. We'll keep it simple. What is this, though? Let me check this out. What is this? Is this a race, too? Is this a robot race? Okay. Duck, duck, go. See, I don't know why the duck race ain't on here. Where's the duck race? All right, let me try. Hang on, let me try this again. Premium only. I already did that. Buy premium, they said. You'll never be able to find the duck race again, they said. How do I log in here? Buddy. I am logged in. Race timers. Oh, here we go. I think we found it. There we go. All right. We got it. We got it. And the market is still ripping. Look at this, though. We got so many races we could do. We could do duck race, snail race, cat, dog, horse. Bro, penguins! Let's do the penguin race. All right, Anthony, you better hurry. Anthony, you've got like 30 seconds. Let's do the penguins, boys. Let's do the penguins. You guys see that clip that's going viral about the penguin that's like walking towards the mountains? I have no idea what that's from. I have no idea what that's about. But for whatever reason, it was all over my feed yesterday. So it just feels like the right thing to do. Let's go, boys. Let's go. How long do we want this race to be? Two hours, or you guys thinking shorter? Come here. You guys thinking 2 hours or less? 40 days and 40 nights? Oops. Oh my gosh. Buddy. Bear with me. I'm trying to set this up here so we can get this. And then we need... There we go. Okay. Just trying to keep everything in frame here. All right, guys. All right. All right. Relax. Let me grab the contact list. Let me load up the names. If you've missed the giveaway by now, you're just going to miss the giveaway by now. It is what it is. Go copy these. Yeah, let me grab the YouTube usernames, actually. $132 of yous. Anthony, did you make it? Looks like you made it, Anthony. Yep. Names. Well, let's set the timer first because I think it'll redo it if I don't. Let's do 90 seconds, boys. Wait, clear. Can I just do 90? Nice, dude. Let's do 90 seconds. Little bit of suspense. Let's go to edit list. Little bit of suspense, boys. Little bit of suspense never hurt anybody. Done. Set. Dude, this is sick. Penguins, bro. Penguins in a winter storm? Are you kidding me? Penguins in a winter storm. Debbie, are you on here? I hope so, Debbie. Oh, Debbie, I hope so. Debbie. Debbie, where you at, Debbie? Oh my gosh, Debbie, I don't think you made it. Oh no. Oh no. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm a fair judge. I'm a fair judge. I just like dragging this on as long as possible. Can you guys tell? But the unfortunate part is, boys, there was 2 more submissions while I was adding Debbie. All right, now we're done. We're done. We're done. Nobody else. Nobody else. Nobody else. All right. We're set. I had to get Debbie in there. Debbie's a loyal follower of the channel, and very kind woman. Had to get her in there. It was only right. All right. Best of luck, everybody, on the Penguin race. We got 90 seconds on the clock. We got NQ on the right here. We'll try to keep everything in frame. Maybe I should shrink my head a little bit or get myself out of there altogether. Let's shrink the ugly mug if I can. There we go. All right. Best of luck, everybody. Best of luck. I can't tell who's who right now. I cannot tell who is who right now. Who do we got here? We got Felix. Felix starting to take the lead here. God, these guys are crawling. These guys are absolutely crawling. Luke is trying. Luke is really trying. So some penguin back here is just gonna come roaring. Oh my God, Felix ran out of gas. Felix, you're snoozing, bro. Oh my God, they're taking a nap. They're just actually sleeping. Yeah, you're not gonna win. You're not gonna win sleeping, buddy. Yeah, 85. Never a good sign. Never a good sign when you're seeing this out in front this early, because you just know that you're gonna get your heart broke. Yeah, sorry, Luke. We knew that was coming. Nika's got it, but yeah, oh my God, Nika's about to take a nap. Sorry, Nika. I don't think it wasn't meant to be. Nika, holy cow. No pun intended. That's a fat penguin, though. Oh, no way. Anthony, are you shitting me? Dude. I dropped the Google form. So Anthony could join at the very end and he won. Look at him. Crazy. All right, Anthony. Well, you know where to find me. Congrats. Also, what is going on here? Jeez. All right, let me bring my camera back. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. All right. We are in business. Oh, congrats, Anthony. Rigged. Absolutely rigged. What did he say here? How does defeat feel, losers? Yeah. Suck it. Should have had a faster penguin. What can you say? But now we got premium, boys, so we don't gotta limit the giveaways until we have over 1,000 participants. You actually can't do over 1,000 on those. Fun fact. That is the absolute max. So once the channel blows up, I'm gonna have to switch up on my day ones. That's you guys. I have to switch up on my day ones. I do that anyways? No, that's not true. That's not true, Nika. You're making me look bad in front of all my friends. Yeah, we could possibly have shorts incoming shortly. It would be a counter trend move. Obviously, this previous hourly close was pretty strong. We're pretty close to previous day high 969. Yeah. On ES, hourly inverse on ES finally as well. So I mean, it looks like you could also potentially look for a continuation for ES to run that out. Would like to see a retracement regardless, though, right? Yo, isn't that crazy though? You guys remember this 1 minute inversion? This 1 minute inversion would have been stop hunted if you had your stop at this low. And then guys, we can't make this up. This is the third time this week, maybe fourth, where 1020, bro. 1020. Pump. Stop hunt the inversion setup, pump. All from this 5 minute. Did not reach the 15. We did reach the 10 minute fair value gap though. Yeah, this was the, bro, oh my God. I would be so frustrated if I took this long, got stopped out, and then see this. I would be so fucking pissed. Does that apply to anybody in the chat? That's 5 minute gap ended up holding. About to go short. Yeah, we'll see. I'm just kind of waiting. I don't have a whole lot of trust in this 1 minute structure here, but also you got to picture like the hourly. You know, do you really picture this hourly candle making a big move down? Like truthfully, or would you more likely see this hourly candle chop, right? Kind of be a small range, and then hourly gap left behind, etc. Next hour around lunch, maybe PM session, we see trade back down. To me, that seems a little bit more likely. Here's your 4 hour. And we still got previous day high on ES that we could go get. So I'm not totally against the idea of just price continuing higher. Five-minute gap respected. Obviously, it's not much of a retracement, but this wasn't either. Could we get at least this 5 minute though? New 15. 15-minute gap now. Oh, Debbie, are you leaving? Debbie, you left after I added you to the penguin race? I don't know, boys. I think the duck race is better though. Still, I think the duck race is better. The penguins were just a little too slow. Oh, you were just waving. No, but I do expect 15-minute CRT on ES to create small pullback. Yeah. It's kind of what we're waiting for. Yeah, Debbie got the bag and ran. Typical. Aren't I in a good mood? What do you mean? I'm always in a good mood until the chat says something silly. Blind Nico just goes, "I'm going to work. You suck, Tyler." See what kind of negativity? What kind of negativity is that? Nico. All right, man. Have a good day at work. Oh, you're agreeing with something I said? Okay. Well, yeah. How many people ended up taking that long inversion up here and then or down here and got kind of manipulated? Was it a couple of you? Let me see. Crab race next time? Yeah, we got options now. We got options now, boys. All right, well, we'll see what happens here. What's up, buddy? My dog came in to say hi. Oh, big stretch. Bless you. No, funny. I could have literally just lost my entire net worth, and he just comes in here and just rolls around like, life of a dog. Just, oh, Dad just lost everything and is filling up the bath and plugging in the toaster. Yeah, whatever. I'll just roll around, wait for my treats. He loves this though. It's literally cold as you know what, and he loves it. Don't show him there are some evil eye. What? What does that even mean? Is someone gonna eat my dog? His name is Jax. Jax. If you notice the beginning of my streams, or even like if I do this, be right back. He's on the couch in the starting soon. Here, I'll show you. Huh? 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 Jax, so you love Titanic? Well, his name is in the movie Titanic, his name is Jack, not Jax. We just SMT'd here. I'm almost kind of liking the idea of a 15-minute gap tap and then a continuation from this gap to this high. But yeah, the Titanic is a classic, man. Until Rose took up the whole door. It is fun to play the Titanic song when the market's tanking. Wait, Juice WRLD has a song named Titanic? What? Is it good? Dang. Well, I've never even heard that song. That's actually a banging. That sounds like it could be a banger, boys. What the fuck? That's not what I was looking for, though. I was looking for... Is this it? I was looking for... Why can I not find it? You guys know the one I'm talking about. Is this it? Oh, yeah. Classic. All right, you guys get it. You guys get it. But, dude, this song was actually fucking good, bro. What the fuck? All right. Back to the royalty free now that I've copyrighted my stream to shit. Anyway. No point in that, I guess, huh? Turn that up. Yeah, there we go. There we go, bud. All right, boys. I don't know what we're about to get here. We're going to find out. I'm just waiting to see if a market like this would want to bless a white boy like me. I am flat on the day currently. I've taken no trades. And we've just rallied. I don't know. I think Tyler Jacobs in the chat probably left. But you guys remember when he said, I'm going to have to talk to him about this. He was like, Tyler, he's like, we're down here. He's like, we're going to get a internal liquidity sweep and then we're going to tank. And he said, if it doesn't tank, JK. I'm white, only in the winter. Yeah, I'm probably pale as fuck right now. All right, 15-minute gap. 15-minute gap. And then depending on what this does, I mean, I'm just expecting that this hourly candle will form an hourly fair value gap that we would then look to probably trade into. Which is the reason why I'm not super duper interested in like shorts from up here, just because you're fading all this. And then I think we need to let time pass. And then at that point is a continuation long a better play. But I guess if this just like melts all the way back down and this hourly candle, like, I mean, that'd be pretty nuts. About to close this 15-minute in 1 minute. Near, far, wherever Go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe. All right, guys, moment of truth. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe. Well, we're going to hold this 15-minute gap, guys, with this 15-minute close. An inversion here, I would be like, hey girl, where you going with that fine ass? Hey girl, where are you going looking like that? Where are you going looking all caked up like I ain't got a sweet tooth? Get over here, I'm trying to get a cavity. Come on, girl. Something like that. Girl, get out here. Quit playing. If it holds, though, well, GG's. SA? I would love the SA NQ. Because that's all it does to me. Oh, wow. $30-minute gap. 30-minute gap tap now. Yep. Yeah, the shorts are looking good right now. Got respect here, so. We'll see. We got 3 minutes left on this 5-minute. Oh, we're selling, boys. We're selling. Just like what I mean, though. It's like, oh, I'm not really expecting this big hourly candle to come down, and here we are. I do still think we leave an hourly gap behind, though. Obviously, here in the next 27 minutes, but. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe. that my heart will go on. Looks like she might just continue, huh? Took sales. No, I haven't taken anything today. Oh, I've not taken nothing. I'm weary of this. I'm weary of the short just because of how aggressive higher we moved, and I kind of want to wait until we form the hourly gap before I look for shorts. See, maybe we got to play here if we can get continuation higher. I guess we're on the charts all day. Happy Friday. Wherever you are, I believe that my heart will go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe. On and on. Oh, geez. All right, let's see if we get tapped. The reason that I hesitated or I didn't enter on this inversion here is because of this 5-minute bearish inversion, and we were like trading up into this. But now we're just ripping. Holy smokes. So I was hoping for a little extra confirmation. I was hoping we got this 1 minute CISD on this closure here, and we didn't get it. So then I hesitated. Typical, dude. Come on. You really couldn't have closed a little bit higher? I don't know. Let's see if this gets picked up, though. It's a good trade for just IRL to ERL rotation, but goodness, what a move. Did anybody enter off this inversion right here? Literally hesitated, and that might cost me. I love when my patience gets rewarded. I'm so patient. I'm such a good boy. Surely it will be to my benefit, right? Surely it will be a good thing that I was so patient, right? Pull back right here, so I'm at 50% of this. Yeah. Oh, come on. It'd be perfect. It'd be perfect for a 50% pullback right here, NASDAQ. Perfect. It would be perfect. Come on, baby. Oh, it's so perfect. Don't go any higher. Don't go any higher. If it goes higher, I'm afraid I might get left. Yeah, I fucking hesitated. I might get left behind. We'll see. I hesitated here when we didn't close above here. And that's what happens. Oh, I can't hesitate. That's what happens when you hesitate. We're not left yet, though. We'll see. And yeah, I don't want to enter up in this gap just because it skews the RR so bad. But hey, I mean, we didn't look for shorts, so if you guys did go short, hopefully you went break even down in here or closed, because you did get I mean, you didn't get like 50% obviously from this leg on a smaller time frame range, though. I wonder if did you get 50% on this leg here? No, not on NQ. It looks like you did though on ES. Yeah, ES looks a little bit more balanced. Man, are you kidding me? That's just fitting, though, honestly. It's just fitting for me this week, boys. It's just really, it really is. But we'll keep the limit on until ES or NQ runs it, I suppose. The only other worry that I would have that would make me dislike the trade a little bit going forward is if, obviously, get close to the end of the hour, we're going to have an hourly fair value gap that forms below the low that we could retrace into. So that would be the only worry with the trade as time goes on. But pick me up. Pick me up, NASDAQ, please. New 15-minute candle gonna open here. Yeah, look at this 15. Look at the respect here. Goodness. We were talking about this 15-minute gap. 2 50-minute gaps here. It was a larger 30-minute gap as well. This is what we're waiting for. Pull back into here. See something to confirm higher. Oh, kicking myself for hesitating here on this inversion. Wanted the CISD to be safe, and it might just cost me the trade. Bummer, dude. Gotta stop doing that. The self-sabotage is a little real this week. Until it pulls back and picks me up, of course. If it pulls back and picks me up, I take it all back. Otherwise, it's like, I've definitely done that a couple times this week where I've just hesitated and kind of like self-sabotage my own trade idea. And then miss out. Come on, baby. Come get me. I'm waiting for you, honey. I'm waiting for you. Bruh. Oh no! Fuck. Oh, Titanic. Oh. Oh, I did it to myself. I know. It's just, dude, you know, it's just been one of those weeks, man. A little mixture of self-sabotage and a little mixture of low intelligence. And those don't mix too well. You know what I mean? Sometimes they go hand in hand. Oh my gosh. Honestly, bro, you guys should probably be break even if you're in this. And the reason is because we traded down 50% tap, literally bottom tick. Oh, we actually didn't quite tap it. So you're telling me there's a chance. And just sponsored a new high, retested hourly open. But the real main reason is because of this hourly gap that is going to be left. So I would feel that this macro should finish this move off. Because if we pull back, by that time, we're going to be like at the end of the hour. And I think the last place you want to be is in a long position if the market is right here and we open an hourly gap. Because then another new low could be incoming. So I am going to take the limit off and just accept the fact that I'm missing this trade. It's just, I missed it. Hesitated on the inversion. It did pull back. Tick for a tick. Limit not triggered. And that's that. I got left behind by 2 points on this one, 3 points on another one earlier this week. No one to blame but me. But I'm going to blame the market so I can cope, okay? Bear with me, boys. I'm going to blame the market so I can cope. But deep down, I know. All right? We all know the truth deep down. But I took the limit off. I would be break even if I was in this trade. So we'll see what plays out from here. You know what would be like, but you know what would be the like icing on the cake though would be like if it did like come down here and then go, you know, like now that I took the limit off, I just feel like this would be higher probability of failure just with time. What do you guys think of that? That's what I think at least. So I would feel less certain about this at this point. But that would just be the icing on the cake. It would. I won't lie, it would. If the market maker's listening right now, if you really want to get me my feels, do that. If you want to get me my feels, market, do that. I already explained why I removed the limit order. Because if I was in the trade, I'd be break even now. It's really a timing element more so than anything. It's this hourly gap that we're going to leave behind. And I don't want to, you know, it's possible that we put in the high of the day. It's not impossible that this is the high of the day. So this hourly gap is going to be left. And if we trade into it, this trade would fail, obviously, at this point. So that's really it. Let's watch what happens. Looking like a BE would have been anyway. All that whining was for nothing. All that whining was for nothing. Maybe. We just SMT'd the low here. End of the hour in 5 minutes. Took a long at 35 and closed 35 at 0.35. 0.35? What? He said, Sensif said, I took a long at 0.35, already closed, and now he says, told you. I don't... What? First of all, the number 0.35 doesn't even make sense. 11:35. He took a long at 11:35. Nice. But what did you tell me? You told me that you went long? Is that... I just realized I had the lights off. We'll get them all back on for you. Nice and cozy in my den. Nice and cozy in my den. Macro could be going for lows for running. Yeah, I don't disagree at all. I feel like I've been saying that. Have I not been saying that? But it's the macro includes the hour, right? Have I ever taken a trade during lunch hour? Yes. Yeah. I like lunch hour trades actually when we've been really one-sided, one direction. And to be honest, that would favor shorts in today's case. But I don't mind lunch hour trades, yeah. Especially when you have an hour that's accumulation, which this 11 o'clock hour is, I would say. Now that we have a little bit more information. So I guess all in all, this might not have mattered, boys. I think it would have been a break even anyway. Or damn near. But now we're going to leave this hourly gap behind. And we already kind of talked about how we did not really get a deep retracement to like even discount of this range. So that's an element as well. So I think that one could potentially... Ooh, midnight lines up perfect with equilibrium. Ooh. Oh, you don't say? Hey, let's go. We might have a decent short opportunity. Setting up after all said and done. How about that? Random question. Do you ever look at the NQ Forex chart? I don't. I never look at the Forex chart, no. On a blowing account spree. Longest streak I've ever been on in blowing accounts. Bro, it's dude, we're not sugarcoating nothing over here. If you look at the 4 hour, the daily, the weekly, it's like just look at the weekly chart. Like again, we can't make excuses because when conditions are bad, which they will be at some point in the future again as well, like doesn't mean that you should be blowing accounts, right? All risk management, patience, discipline, all that stuff obviously comes into play. But you know, anyone that's gonna sit here and try to like make it seem like trading has been the easiest over the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, let's be like 12 weeks. Let's, you know, this is not really the case. It hasn't been always the cleanest deliveries. A lot of inside ranges. You know, so that's why risk management, discipline, all that stuff. That's when you need it, is during those times. This is actually a bearish breaker. I'm going to go for the short here, boys. I'm going to go for like equilibrium of this 1 hour gap. Break even at the hourly gap. Oh, my jeez. Not again. All right, dude. Come on, man. This is getting old. I mean, you can't make this up, bro. It's just not meant to be. Limit off. ES is running the low. That would have been my break even, literally. You know what I mean, chat? Does anybody feel bad for me or no? Definitely, probably not. God. Dude, that's crazy, bro. Limit, dude. My number one public enemy this week is limit orders, honestly. It actually, bro, if I didn't use limit orders this week and I just market executed every time, I'd be like fucking super green. I would be super duper green. Who's in the shorts though? Yeah, hourly gap tap on ES here. SMT against it with NQ, obviously. Obviously, manage. I'm not in the trade, so I mean, you guys can manage your trades however the fuck you want, but I think that's how I would manage it, just to just to be safe. But that's not to say that it couldn't pull back, hit the breaker, still play out. It definitely still could, but that'd be the risky take. Oops. How do I decide to limit or market order? Well, the truth is I prefer limits. The honest answer is it's not like there's like a scientific thing to it or anything like that. It's just I prefer limits. I've over the years gotten into a habit of setting limits because my problem, I used to be really bad at chasing trades, like really bad. And limit orders helped me a lot. Limit orders really helped me not chase trades and get good entries at areas I feel confident in. So it's just really a habit, a good habit, I would say. Like, it's not a bad habit. It's a good habit to get into to obviously prevent other things. But, you know, obviously it's frustrating. Nothing in trading is perfect, regardless of what style you use, different things. Like, there's always going to be pros and cons of everything. Even like with management stuff, going break even, not going break even, trimming risk, you know, trailing stops. Like, every style is going to have days where it's really good, and there's going to be other days where it can be frustrating. So nothing's perfect all the time, but I think I just got into a habit of limiting into trades most of the time. So it still feels a little bit more emotional when I market execute. I don't know. That's probably the best way I can explain it. There isn't like a scientific reason for why I, you know, just seem to always go with limits over market execution, but that'd be my best self-reflection. Like I said, I think it's a good habit. I don't think it's necessarily bad, you know, that you're trying to get the fill you want, get the area you want, trade from the PD array you want, you know. But yeah, it's frustrating when you do get left behind. In this scenario, both honestly here and here, all of the complaining ended up being more so for theatrics, because I personally would have been break even on this. Like I said, it could still hold up. in play out for lower, just because we are still in a relative premium of today's range. But I'm not reserved to the idea like here's ES hourly gap, right? Where like previous day high on ES could maybe be in play. That's the only thing. See what happens here. But yeah, it's just really your decisions. Like there isn't a right or wrong. Like it's easy to look at trades. Like for example, people would be like, why would you go break even here? It's like especially if it plays out. Why would you go break even here? Like that's such a silly thing to do. Like it still plays out, blah blah blah. It's just like, yeah, it's easy to say that, seeing what happened. But they wouldn't be saying that if this just ripped all the way back up. You know what I mean? Like, but that's trading. It's really, you just got to make your own decisions and live with them. Look at that reaction, though. I mean, the limit would have stayed on if ES didn't take out that hourly. If we didn't take out this low, I would have kept my limit on. If this, then that. What more can a guy do, right? All right, boys. Well, I'm probably gonna call it there. We've been on stream for 3 hours now. Did a giveaway. I'm flat on the day. I haven't taken anything. Left behind on a couple entries up in here. Obviously, both of them would have been break even for me, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, man, if you're green today, I guess happy Friday. Always better to be green on a Friday than red. It is kind of looking like shorts may come in here, if I'm being honest. I just don't think I'm going to chase it. I don't think I'm going to chase it. I think I'm going to just be a good boy. I've been patient up to this point. No reason to lose patience now, to be honest. So, So, all right, man. Appreciate you, boys and girls. Hit the like button before we go. Looking ahead to next week, which we already did. The biggest thing next week is going to be the rate decision on Wednesday. So the plan for next week for me is going to be, I think I'll be live Monday, Tuesday, normal time in the morning. I'll be live Wednesday afternoon, right around 2 o'clock. Maybe shortly thereafter, we'll be looking to trade probably shortly after the press conference. But this is going to be the big driver next week. And then Thursday morning, we'll be back live. And then Friday's PPI, the second to last day of January. So that'll be the plan for next week, boys. But as of right now, planning to be live every day next week. So enjoy your guys' Friday. Enjoy your guys' weekend. Stay warm if you guys are anywhere where it's a little nipply. All right, boys. Appreciate yous. Enjoy your Friday, guys. I'll see you back here next week.
Wake up early, coffee to my lips. Tyler Trade streaming, giving us tips. The NASDAQ hustle riding up high. Joints on my playground, never asking why. ICT moves, smart money flows. Precision like an arrow, yeah, that's how it goes. Stop loss is shaking, but I hold my ground. Payouts stacking while the beats pound. Tyler trades, yeah, he's calling the plays. Future's bright while the market sways. If you run it, we don't delay. Stack those wins every single day. Trade lots now, time to break the mold. Risk to reward, pure liquid gold. Liquidity graphs making it rain. I'm in sync with Tyler, bringing the gain. Party lights flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age. Tyler trades, yeah, he's calling the plays. Future's bright while the market sways. wins every single day. Snap, time to break the mold. Risk to reward, pure liquid gold. Liquidity grabs, making it rain. I'm in sync with Tyler, bringing the gain. Party lights, flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age. Party lights, flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age.